Alright folks, and big respect again. And in today's video we're going to have a look at some intriguing villains, starting with this one here called Bowsette Chrysalis, right? Now her main weapons are her big mace and her, big spear. And her main powers are she can control air, earth, life, water, tech, undead, fire, magic, light, darkness, and Aether and Nether, yeah. And she can control the environment and the emotions, yeah. And she's got super intelligence, right? And superhuman strength and durability. And super hearing, yeah. And her main weakness is that, well, she's got really sensitive hearing, right? And her powers could be split in 3 different entities if she's not managed to avoid being captured or anything. But anyway, now that you've seen her, I suppose I could show her minions. Yeah. Starting with Air Piece here. Now, his main weapons is big lightsaber, right? And his main powers are peace control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he also has air-based powers, right? Like aerokinesis, air mimicry, air aura, and air breath, and air generation, and aerial acrobatics, right? And he's also got aerial adaptability and atmospheric adaptation and vacuum adaptation. And he also has sound-based powers, yeah, like an audiokinetic duplication. And his main weakness is that, well, he's very cumbersome when it comes to being on the ground. So don't expect him to be very mobile on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. And he also has the power to control weather and what have you. And yeah, this next guy here is called Water Hope. His main weapons is lightsaber and his freeze ray laser, right? And his main powers are hope control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he also has water-based powers like hydrokinesis, water mimicry, water aura, water breath, water generation, and underwater respiration, and underwater adaptability, and sub-zero adaptability. And he's also got cryokinesis, ice mimicry, ice aura, ice breath, ice generation, and cryo phasing. Yeah. He also has freeze vision and cold generation. And his main weakness is that, well, he's unable to survive in warm environments. And he cannot survive on land unless he's got a bit of apparatus or something. And yeah. And this next guy here is called Earth Greed, right? Whose main weapons are his great big hands, right? And his main powers are greed control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he has geokinesis, earth mimicry, earth aura, earth breath, earth generation, and petrification. Yeah. And he's also got enhanced digging. Yeah. And he has earthquake generation. And yeah. He's also got mountain adaptability and valley adaptability and cave adaptability. He's also got mobile and vulnerability and juggernaut momentum. Yeah. And he also has crystal manipulation, as you can see from the looks of his teeth. Yeah. And he also has gravity manipulation. However, his main weakness is that, well, he has very poor eyesight due to adapting to subterranean environments, right? And his crystalline and rocky physiology can be damaged if met with enough force. Yeah. And this next guy here is called Life Disgust, whose main weapons are his big claws, right? And his main powers are disgust control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he's also got life-based powers, like he can control life force and life and what have you. And he also has chlorokinetic properties and powers, meaning that he can control plant life in general. And he also has plant mimicry, plant aura, and plant breath, and plant generation, and plant merging, and plant enhancement, and plant growth, and what have you. And he has poison control and disease control. However, his main weakness is that, well, he's quite vulnerable to vaccinations and what have you. This next guy here is called Tech Willpower, whose main weapons are his Shredding Claw and his Pincer Shield Gun. And his main powers are, well, he has willpower control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he also has technopathic powers, right? And he also has technology absorption and technology enhancement. And yeah, he has technokinetic constructs and technological telekinesis and teleportation and telepathy. And yeah, he has electrokinesis and magnetism. Yeah. And his main weakness is that, well, magic can disrupt his technopathic powers, right? And he can also shut down with massive amounts of electricity, shoved down his throat, I mean. But, yeah, that, anyway, just, yeah, since you want me to get away with it, I'll get away with it anyway. This next guy here is called Undead Fear, whose main powers are fear control and death control. And yeah, and his main weakness is life and bravery. Yeah. And this next guy here is Fire Rage, whose main weapons are his big fists, right? And his main powers are anger control, anger empowerment, anger embodiment, anger inducement, and anger augmentation, and anger aura. And he also has pyrokinesis and radiation control. And his main weakness is, well, water, because it can not only cool his flames, but also reduce the amount of, you know, frustration and what have you. And he does have magma control, and he also has heat vision, and yeah. And he's also got multiple arms, as you can see, because he's got 4 arms, and he's also got a heartless physiology, meaning that literally doesn't have a heart. Yeah. And anyway, this next character is called Magic Love, right? Whose main weapons is this mace shield with blades, right? And her main powers are, well, love, control, and magical powers. And her main weakness is, well, she could be drained of her magical powers to the point of being killed, or at the very least, death, or powerless, or whatever. But she's still vulnerable either way. And this next one here is called Light Happiness, right? Whose main weapons are the big tentacles and blades, right? And his main powers are, you know, happiness control and light control. And his main weakness is sadness powered beings. Yeah. And this next bad boy here is, you know, dark sadness, right? His main weapons are his big fists. And his main powers are sadness control and abrakinesis. His main weakness is, well, happiness powered light. Yeah.
Born and raised in Australia to Hungarian parents, Yohanna came to England as a teenager. The drive and ambition.
This bad boy is called Aether Compassion, right? Whose main weapons are his big claws, right? And his main powers are compassion control, empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And he has Aether control. He has the power to control reality, souls, minds, time, and space, and energy, and powers, specifically of the light side. And he also has the power to control the 7 heavenly virtues, like you know, temperance, charity, you know, diligence, patience, chastity, compassion, and humility. And yeah, and he can control, you know, dreams and light and righteousness and daytime and creation and sunlight and life. But its main weakness is, well, nether-based powers. And yeah. And this last guy here is called Nether Pride, right? Whose main weapons are his big claws, right? And his main powers are nether control and pride control. Yeah. And he has pretty much the opposite of Aether Compassion. Yeah, like the 7 deadly sins and the negative aspects of the universe and what have you. But anyway, his main weakness is, well, he's very vulnerable to the light side of the force. Yeah, and that's basically all I've got time for this video. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and please take care.